Hello everybody and welcome to the March 2019 update from Clydebridge station. This month has seen a small amount of work done, and one or two of these things you would have actually seen in the two previous videos, numbers 24 and 25, when I was talking about sectorisation and meet sectors. The purpose of this video, however, is to just update you with some of the work that's been done on the layout this month. Not too much has been done, but I'll go through it. And incidentally, you saw 47475 bringing in its Transpennine train from Liverpool, and that is actually one of the first things that I'll be talking about as part of the track which it ran over. When I was doing some test running recently with 47475 and a couple other locos, we were getting derailed here. And what I've actually discovered was that there was a small incline here that was sticking up, and it was causing the locos to derail simply, but the track hadn't been pinned down properly. So that's now been addressed, and 47475 ran over in test there, no bother at all. 47599 has also just been tested over it. It did derail, but I think that's just more due to the tight turn here. I think I'm just going to have to bring locos out of the depot, stop them there, and then send them on their way again. It's going to be a case of trial and error. However, when I was actually having to do that, I had to actually also move this, because this actually come out of position slightly. And so I'm going to have to actually put some more ballast just in that bit there, or bring us forward again. I'll get that sorted out in a little while. And what it will then mean is this bit will be ready for getting glued down, but I'll have to put some dropper wires in here, and then this whole area will be ready for ballasting. Well, not quite, because obviously I've still got to get the cable trunking for in here, but most of this should then be ready. Another thing that I've noticed when I was actually round here, but it's only a very small problem, is that a couple of the nail and pins are actually going a rusty colour now, but I'm not worried about that in the slightest. The most important thing is that the trains run. A more recent arrival as well is not of the rolling stock type. We have here the new single road diesel maintenance depot. Now this was actually a purchase from Scooney Hobbies in Kirkcaldy, and what it allows me now is that I've got a more realistic shed. The old two-road engine shed, the locomotives were actually sticking out of it. But given the fact that this is a small depot, I was told a single road shed that could allow a locomotive to sit fully inside, it would look a lot better. So that is the shed in there. 47444, by the way, is the locomotive that's in the shed. I'm going to have to actually start remembering what locos is in the shed so I can find them when it comes to getting the locomotives out of there to go into the main layout. And if I just put it in there, you can actually just see I've managed to make some walkways on either side of the shed. They're a bit crudely made, I know, but that is the best I'm able to do there. The next aim is actually going to be not to put any signage on the shed. That's not going to happen, but the next thing will be to get some signage for the other parts of the depot. And as regards for this small part here, it will be getting ballasted at some point in the future, and we'll then get some walkways made as well, but I'll have to put a couple of ground frame points in down here. So if I'm ballasting, I'm only going to be able to ballast up to this point here, and then I'll be able to get the buffers painted. Now there's actually one that's in the shed which won't get painted, but these two here are going to get painted. That one's already done partly, so it needs to be finished off. This one actually needs to be started altogether. So that's what's happened there. But the ground frame the ground frame levers, I think you get them from Wills, and I know Harbour and Hobbies in Edinburgh have them. So that's what will be getting put on there. Over at this side of the depot, not a lot has of course been done, but you can see that this ballast here hasn't been glued down yet, but that's going to happen soon. That'll get glued down. The only problem I've got is actually right at the end here. I'm just going to have to put the glue on and hope for the best with that, but thankfully there's no track immediately under there. And that'll make a start on the ballasting here. I've also got this little hut here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little plastic base for that using plastic card, and then I'll sit it somewhere about there, and that'll allow me to put this gravel down all round to simulate some more walkways. And I'm thinking I might actually put the walkways in between the lines. I'll probably paint them with the grey, same colour as the baseboard there, to make sort of like concrete or something. So that's what's going to happen there. The ballast, as I say, that's not glued down yet, but that will get glued down. And I've got to install dropper wires here. Once they're in there, this whole bit's all ready for more scenic work. Just over at this side, you can see here that ceramic low relief side, building side that I bought at Model Rail Scotland, which is a 10 Commandments kit, has been partly painted. Now it doesn't have the signage on it yet, and I've got to put grey on here to simulate the grey roof and paint that door yellow. Once that's done, I'll get the signage on it, and I think you can tell from the colour that's going to be a B&Q. I'll buy another one that will get positioned along there, and that's going to be a Halfords. And I'm going to make another bit of walkway here, and it'll get hooked on like that there. And what will happen with that one is it'll become a branch of Landmark. Now, Landmark was a furniture chain that was founded in the 1970s and had its headquarters in Inverkeithing in Fife and later Dunfermline. It was a Scottish chain who went bust in 2000. So that'll probably sit about here somewhere. And what I'll have is some balsa wood will sit there and in between the two buildings there, and it'll be painted blue. So that's nearly complete. It's not glued down, but it is nearly complete. Down at the station bit, however, this ballast has been laid down just for photography purposes, but it's not glued down yet. So the priority is actually going to be to get that bit glued down soon. A recent purchase as well, when I was on holiday, was some brute trolleys. I've got 4 more of them, so I've actually got 6 brute trolleys. So what I've got is I've got 4 lined up here now, and I've got 2 sitting over there. I'll probably put those 2 over by the ScotRail Express push-pull chain or something, but this will be the main area for the brute trolleys, because this will, platforms 5 and 6 are where the intercity and parcels trains come in. And as you'll see, we've got 474 back up with us, which you'll have seen in video 25 when I was going through Meet the Sectors, and she's running fine. The problem that it was actually in the end, it was just something was loose on it inside, so that got fixed and they put all the glazing back in now. So we have a working Class 47 locomotive in parcels livery. So that now means I've actually got 12 Class 47s at the moment. My main aim in the end is to have 15, but I've been advised by a couple of people, just stop at 12 for the moment and start getting on with the scenic work on the layout. And there is a lot to do, so that's what I'm going to do. And the future plan is to install dropper wire on here and here. So this stock will be getting moved out. And here, yep, here, definitely, here and here. So this stock will get moved out. But once those dropper wires are installed and put onto this, that'll mean that the station area has got power to the platforms, all of the platforms, and then we're good to go for ballasting. The platforms themselves are not actually yet finished off because I've still got the platform edging to do right along the way here, and I know the platforms are not the most perfect, and I do apologise about that. One other thing you'll notice is I've not got a bit of walkway, not a bit of walkway here. I've got some more walkway to make, because this one actually made it wrong, and it was really quite high up. So I've not wasted it. I've used it for the walkway from here which will cross over here. And I'm thinking that the road will actually be going down that way, so this will just be a sort of walking area that'll be over with ballast and some overgrowth at the side. That's going to be my main aim there now. But obviously I can't I can get the wooden walkway made to here, but the ballasting I can't, to make the path, I can't do yet, not at least until I've got the whole of the walkway built and got the platform roads ballasted. It's another one of these to-do lists. You'll also notice as well that I've got some brown paint when I was up at visiting some friends in Inverness recently. I've got that a model shop in Dingwall, Strathpeffer Junction, knows the shop very well. So I've started to paint the walkways brown. And that's actually going to be the case for all of the walkways. They'll get painted up that brown colour. Now it's a very short update this month, but one other thing I've done is I've got the rugby ground now completed because I've got these slates on the flat roof. So it is now all complete. That rugby ground is there, and we've obviously got the name of the club, the name of the ground, next fixture and the team sponsor. So that bit here is now all complete. So there's all sorts of bits that are complete, there's all sorts of bits that are incomplete, and it's just a simple case of working through all of them till I get them complete. The station area is not quite finished yet because I've still got to put a wall there, and then I've also got the fencing to create for there. But with me no longer needing to hammer anything in here, this bit is ready to go whenever. So hopefully by the time of the May update or the June update, I should be further on with creating a fencing for the station area and getting more signage in. Now this was something else that I bought when I was at Inverness, and this is actually a kit to make a supermarket. Now it's a frontage kit. You're supposed to use it with Sierra Michael 300. I'm not going to do that though, because I've actually got some spare wood in the shed, and what I'll actually do is I'll cut some of that plywood, cut it to a small shape that will take the front of a supermarket, and it'll sit just over there. And I'm not going to use that logo on it, W Supermarket. I'm going to replace that W logo and possibly the rest of it, with the Co-op logo, just as is actually visible on that one there. And what we'll do is we'll make that into a Co-op supermarket over there, and then get that bit done. I've got some remedial work to do then. So that's the sort of things that I'm going to be cracking on with. Now, as is usual each month, I give the shout out to other layouts, and I'm very grateful to David Watson at Dean Park Station, who's gave me a shout out on his most recent video, number 200, and several more of you have actually went and subscribed to my channel, so thank you very much to all of you and to David. And if you know anybody who's into model railways who hasn't subscribed to my channel yet, please tell them to do so. They might like what they see, they might not, but it's worth watching to find out. Now, one other little thing I forgot to mention while I'm here. I've managed to get this bit completed in here, but there's still a sort of gap there, so I'm going to get some filler put in that gap at some point, and in there, and that'll then simulate where there's bends in the wall. You see, simulate some cement, and again it'll be painted dark grey. Now I'll give other shout outs, of course, to Everard Junction and to Strathpeffer Junction and also Kirkton Road Junction. All of these layouts are set in the BR sectorisation era explained in video 24. If sectorisation is not your thing but privatisation is, Then New Junction would be well up your street, and Dudley Central, he's also well up your street as well. If you want to go a bit back to the BR Blue era and regionalisation, Chadwick Junction, Chadwick TMD, Charlie who runs that, he's doing very well, and that's the sort of thing you might like in there as well. And if traction maintenance depots are your sort of thing, Oulton TMD and Leicester TMD are a couple other layouts to go and have a look at as well. And if you fancy seeing how the sectorisation era of British Rail is modelled in America, OORail.com, and they're on YouTube as OORail. Check them out as well. So this has been a much shorter video compared to the previous two, but I hope that you nonetheless enjoyed it. And when you come back for the April 2019 update, I should be a bit further on with some of the developments. As always, of course, if you have any queries, comments or suggestions, please leave them in the comments box at the bottom of the video. I'll just sign off by saying thank you very much indeed for watching, and please enjoy your model railway layouts, and we'll see you next month. Goodbye for now.